What's up, guys? Okay, good. I do have sound. All right. A little hectic this morning. I was off taking my dog to the vet, and of course that's why storms fired extra early today. So we have a bunch to talk about here. I shared this on my own personal page, so anybody who's watching from Connecticut, there is a chance for some pretty serious severe weather today up in my hometown neck of the woods. So we'll get into that in just a second. Make sure you guys have your notifications set up. We sent a lot of push notifications yesterday. There were storms all over the place. Make sure you go to notification options, select the regions, states, whole country that you want to be notified for, whether on your phone, email, or on your desktop computer. Go set that all up and make it so you don't miss any push notifications. That's all, of course, through the Hailtrace app, not through normal text messages or anything. All right, so here's our forecast for today. We got two areas we're looking at for a large hail. First of which, probably the more significant one, honestly, might be across the Northeast, back up in my hometown. I grew up in Rocky Hill, Connecticut, in central Connecticut, and I think there might be a chance for some hail today. Definitely a chance for some strong winds, maybe even some tornadoes. Again, and this is more focused right now, just as I'm talking, focused towards my friends and family back home. If you are south of I-84, chances are you're probably going to just see strong winds. Could be some really strong winds, though, upwards over 60, 70 miles an hour with a pretty strong squall line. Hartford points north. Could see some hail up to golf ball size. I'd say the best chance for golf ball size hail, you're saying like by Springfield, Massachusetts, up by Albany, back towards Binghamton, New York, down by Poughkeepsie, and down towards Danbury, Connecticut. That general region, I could see up to maybe some golf ball size hail with any sort of supercells that form out ahead of the main line or before the main line turns into a main line, and it's semi-discrete storms. Already hail going on across central Pennsylvania. So 5% chance in Pittsburgh. I guess right now it's pretty high because there are some quarter-size hail falling in the general vicinity of that area. I have 2% for Boston and New York City, mainly because I think it's going to be a squall line by the time it gets to both cities on the coast. So hail threat's going to be low there. Wind threat much higher. Tornado threat pretty low unless it's in a squall line. So main areas, central New York, lots of Pennsylvania, and then back towards Ohio and Indiana, and possibly even towards Indianapolis as well. 2% chance for some hail there. Across the other part of the country here, across the central and southern plains, some storms are going to form after about 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. Probably could see upwards of some tennis ball size hail anywhere here in my orange swath, so places like Lubbock and Amarillo. I have about 10% chance. It's hard to get a big percentage on anywhere in the Texas Panhandle just because there's so much surface area of nothing and then just little dots where population is. So 10% is pretty good for Lubbock and Amarillo. Again, up to tennis ball size hail is possible with any of the strongest storms. And that'll wind down in the evening. And again, I have Denver up there, and the risk yet again, probably a chance for some storms forming, around a little after lunchtime. 5% chance. If a storm can really get its act together, it could have up to some ping pong ball size hail. But it could also be more likely sub-severe hail. I know yesterday was frustrating for Denver, sub-severe hail, and you had 3-inch hail blasting through eastern Colorado and into western Kansas. A lot of storms we did yesterday. We had over 150 hail reports, a handful of spattering of 3-star maps and 2-star maps across the country. I usually have a hail recap. Didn't have a lot of time to get that together today, so jump right into the forecast. So I have all right, we have bunch of stuff in here. Let's get some good news for the 405. I mean, there's that isolated quarter swath that we just made in the western sections of Oklahoma. What gives St. Louis getting no hail? Is St. Louis going to get any hail this year? Right now, I honestly don't know. If you're in that area where storms can get to, it's just a matter of if they can. I say St. Louis has a better shot than, say, probably Houston. I think Houston's done for the year. So that's what we're looking for today. Here's the risk for tomorrow, all up along the high plains. So pretty much anywhere from Midland, Odessa, all the way up north to north of Rapid City. Could see some storms with hail up to 2 inches possible. That's going to be in the afternoon. We'll see if storms can fire far enough to the west to actually affect Denver yet again. I think Denver's best shot's going to be on Friday. And that's really all we got for today. And what we're looking at for tomorrow, I'll pop onto the models real quick to show you guys the latest runs of the HRRR in a couple areas, just so you can see what we are seeing. And here we go. Get that on here. So here we go. This is 16Z run out far enough yet? Probably not. Let's see here. It only goes out a couple hours. Oof. Or, hang on guys, sorry about that. Looks like Microsoft Edge is freezing, as I kind of expected. This computer is having some issues today. Oh no. Well, looks like, can I get this to go? Alright, so this is the latest run here. You can see the thing that concerns me is an outflow boundary out here. Whoops. Shut up, Siri. There's that chance that some supercells can form, and any of these that could form would be the big hail producers and possibly tornadic. For the most part, should be a wind producer, and I can't seem to get pivotal weather to work right now. So, I'm going to wrap this up for you guys. Technology can be a pain sometimes. So, we will do any live coverage if any storms happen to have very large hail. Again, the Northeast, especially this whole area here, extremely densely populated. So, it's very possible for us to go live to do any coverage of any large hailstorms that happen to be in the Northeast, or of course in the Texas Panhandle as well, or if a storm manages to affect Denver today. So follow our posts, make sure you don't miss that on Facebook here, hit see first, so we pop at the top of your news feed, so even if you don't get our notifications or you miss our push notification, you can still see our live coverage or any map posts that we have available, etc. for here at HailTrace. And of course, give us a call, email us, or visit us on our website for more details about HailTrace in general. If you have any questions involving just the weather or maps or whatever it may be, give us a call, go on our website, or give us an email. Hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow, if I don't see you again later today, at 12 p.m. or approximately at that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll answer any questions you have in the comment section below afterwards. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll talk to you later.